All right. Well, welcome. So, really exciting today. We have 4.4 is dropping for Genshin, and we're gonna roll for Xianyun. Let's say her name, and Gangming. Hopefully, he'll show up too. If he doesn't, we can get him for from Lantern Right, but hopefully he shows up today. Also, there is Xianyun's story quest, Shenyu Vale exploration, teapot stuff, things like that. Lantern Right isn't going to start until the 5th, I believe. And I apologize if my voice sounds kind of funny. It's early in the morning, so it's it's that morning yuckies. So give me 1 second. Okay, hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Hello, viewer who came in. Thank you for coming. We're just going to be doing some Xianyun pulls, and hopefully Gangming comes as well. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. So let's hop over to the game. Here we go. And so just before I roll, I wanted to kind of show you. I like to have a specific places to roll. So for example, since I'm rolling for Xianyun, we're here at the table waiting for her to come out, and Zhongli's even sitting in his proper seat because this is his seat. So it's like, come out and have food with us. I also have the Traveler, Baizu, and Ganyu there to kind of encourage her to come out. Baizu because glasses, and also he's just my main, so I always want him to have him around usually. Ganyu, of course, because Cloud Retainer kind of raised Ganyu and trained her, and then of course the Traveler because of the Traveler, and then Zhongli, of course, because of her friend. I don't have Shenhe. If I did, I would have had her in the party, but we'll just go with this. Gangming also, you could kind of say, is connected, since he's connected to Shenyu Vale, and Baizu's also connected to Shenyu Vale, so that also is kind of like, oh, come visit. So alright, so let's go to our wishes. I saved up 180 for her, just to make sure. Although I was trying to get Chevros the other day, and so I rolled a bit on A's banner, and the pity got up kind of high, and Chevros didn't come home, and I was like, okay, let's just stop before I really wreck my things. So I think I'm pretty close, actually, to soft pity, I think it is. Let's see. I'm gonna go back a second. It's 50, 55, 60. Yeah, 64. The pity is 64. So, alright, so we're gonna roll, see what we get. Hopefully we win the 50-50. If not, I hope it's at least Dia or Kaching, because I don't have them. And that would be cool. But, alright. I think, if I calculate it out, I think, like, the max I would have to spend on this banner if she doesn't show up on the 50-50 would be like 120 now, because I had rolled on the banner before, which is good, because then I can kind of save some, but for Arselenio and things whenever she comes out. So okay, it's always kind of nerve-wracking because it's like, oh, I have enough, I'll definitely get her, but the question ends up being like, when is she gonna show up, what's gonna happen? So all right, let's see how good my luck is. Okay, so we're going to 74. So no soft pity, but no big deal. Let's see if we get Gangming. Swords. Oh. Okay, the stringless. Okay, well, at least this guarantees us a one of the 4 stars off the banner this time, or next time. All right, and we do this one says 84. Oh, here comes one. Here comes one. See who it is.
What? A cursory change in one's appearance and you barely recognize me. Then let one dispel any doubt. One is in all things unconstrained and unabashed, free to live as one pleases, go where one desires, and journey with whomsoever one wishes. Nevertheless, in light of one's considerable renown, please call me Xianyun in public.
Hey! Shame! Nice! I mean, I knew she was going to, but it was kind of like the whole point of when she was going to show up, if I was going to win the 50-50, so on and so forth. But, there she is! Nice! Also another interesting thing, they added on... Oh, thanks, Brewski Skillet! Hey! Yeah. Thanks for coming to watch. I noticed that they added in doing, like, I think their first voice lines, or like the greeting hello voice line, to their summonings, which I think is a nice touch. So very cool though, yay! Oh, and I got a Noelle. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. I think I might do... Let's see. Let's do another pull to see if we get Gongming. I mean, I could pick him from the Lantern Rite thing, but that's not going to be until basically the end of the Lantern Rite. And it would be nice to have him now. So let's just do another 10 pull. And if he doesn't show up, then we'll just move on for later. But let's just see. Also gives us 10 pity. A bit of Faruzan. Okay, there's a Faruzan. Let's just do one more, because we did Noelle, we got Noelle, and we got Faruzan, and we got a stringless. So I'll just do one more. I know you're probably like, no, stop. But it'll only be 20 pity, so that'll be good for later. Ah. Oh well. I'll get him for Lantern Rite. Okay, well, at least we got Xianyun, so that's good. Oh, I also have a wish off of my one of these, so I'll do this too. And since it's blue. Alright. Let's take a look.
Osmanthus whined.
Yes. Yeah, before when I was looking at the 4 stars, I was like, oh, I think I already have, C6, Faruzan, and Noelle. And then I took another look, and I was like, oh wait, no, I don't. Here we go for that. There she is. I like her. I know some people were complaining about her and like the whole, oh, Shirt Kit's bad or whatever. And I was like, she's bayonet with glass. She's bayoneting Genshin. Like, oh, popcorn. So I like her. So woo. All right. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to raise her right now because of the fact that you couldn't really pre-farm for her. Like, we have to go get 3 of these, which I think you can get them from her trial. But let's just put the stuff on her first. All right, let's see. I was having Lisa hold on to stuff I wanted to give her. They're unfortunately not fully leveled because I never realized how hard it was raising the levels of artifacts until I basically had too many. Because like when I was a new player, it's like it was easy. You're like, oh, okay, we got tons of these things, and now it's just like you got to scrimp and save and. But we're gonna have lots of treasure chests and stuff like that to open, and I'm sure they're gonna have artifacts, and we can do artifact runs and things. So, go. I don't think, yeah, I can't read her talents yet. I do have some of her talent books, but I do not have, the birthday 411, the Animo, one of the mighty and illuminated adepti of Xianyun, known as Cloud Retainer, expert in all kinds of mechanical contraptions. Her heart now turns towards the affairs of the mortal world, through which she walks under the name Xianyun. According to the thrice annotated version of the full record of Pristine Pavilion, a roaming adeptus travels with the spirit of 8 pure and mighty rose clouds, dancing through the air as though riding light and striding lightning. Their lives, too, are long beyond mortal reckoning. What humans call a millennium is but time for a short rest of the adeptus in their abode. As the saying goes, night and day belong not in paradise. As for where the adepti dwell, the full record of Pristine Pavilion asserts that the sky is their pillow and the earth their mat, and that they may dwell in the mountains, rivers, lakes, and seas, and this indeed seems to explain the countless adeptal encounters recorded in the annals of Liwei's history. This is one school of thought. My gosh, this is as long-winded as she is. Another can be found in the classic treatise on metal and stone, Void Pacing Stone Catalog. While showering praise upon the weird and wonderful rock formations of Yuan Karst, Stone Catalog also offers a warning. The peaks of Yuan Tower up to lofty heights, striving to outdo one another, each belonging to a different master. Jinghun Pink to Mooncarver, Mount Hulao to Mountain Shaper, Mount Alkane to Cloud Retainer. The wise climb not a mastered mountain, nor quarry its rocks. Out of similar veneration, descriptions of what the adepti actually look like are few and far between. Based on a handful of allusions to Cloud Retainer's appearance in the historian Xingchang's stone tablet compilations, as well as scattered references in ancient songs, we can know that the adepti are ever-changing in form. To take Cloud Retainer as an example, when in human form she is said to be of elegant countenance, dressed in purpled robes and made up like a flower in full bloom, whereas in bestial form she flies with grace, soaring among the clouds and crying out to the moon. Interestingly, one particular tale re-encountered in full record of pristine pavilion gives a further idea of the sublime character of the Adepti. Once upon a time, a traveler happened upon Cloud Retainer while passing through Junon Karst. Taking out a self-made timepiece which he proudly dubbed a jade bottle float type water clock, he sought to impress his ingenuity upon the Adeptus. But to his surprise, she instead summarily pointed out the flaws for using a float type water clock to record the passing of time. Hearing this, the traveler begged for her guidance, which he eventually received before setting back down the mountain. Such tales are apt to make mortals laminate. It is only after meeting an Adeptus, free and unfettered by the material world, that one can truly realize how insignificant our lives are. Oh my gosh. You. Okay, let's listen to her voiceover while my mouth and throat recover.
What? A cursory change in one's appearance and you barely recognize me. Then let one dispel any doubt. One is in all things unconstrained and unabashed, free to live as one pleases, go where one desires, and journey with whomsoever one wishes. Nevertheless, in light of one's considerable renown, please call me Xianyun in public.
I find this kind of funny. She's like, I'm collaborator. I can go wherever I want, no matter what. Blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, I am all renowned. And then she's like, well, actually, let's kind of keep it on the down low. I want to keep it a secret and not get hounded by people. It's kind of funny.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words. Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
Uh-oh. I think that's lighting into her long-windedness.
Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity. If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode for some repose and conversation.
That's cute. Nice.
In this era of fair winds and gentle rains, one needs not marshal the winds to deliver the rain clouds. Ugh, what a dreadful racket. On this fine day, the view from the heavens must be magnificent. Oh, don't fret. One has no intent to fly off and leave you on your own.
Which I will... Yeah, local grandma. Yeah, she's even got the grandma glasses, technically. It's like that style of glasses. It would, to be honest, it would be cool if part of her whole thing was she could turn into a bird and like you could fly, but of course it would be with the stamina, so it'd be flying instead of gliding. But I guess they did what they could so she doesn't accidentally break the exploration of the game.
Oh, what a soothing wind. Shall one attach some Adepti sigils to your person, so that you may join me for a flight in the firmament?
No.
In fact, one awoke quite some time ago, and simply had one's eyes closed in meditation. Oh, a most beneficial practice for spiritual cultivation. You might try it for yourself sometime. Spare me that look. Is it not your turn to prepare luncheon today?
Uh-oh. Making us cook for her.
You wish to attend the night market together? One shall engage in no such fool's errand. Whatever novelty or knick-knack you desire, one can simply make for you.
I like this. This is one of those, oh, she got us in the first, she almost had us in the first half, where it's like, it starts off where she's like, oh, I'm not gonna go where all the other people are. You kidding me? And then it's like, no, she's saying this because she's like, oh, there's no need to go there. I just make it for you. It's like, oh, that's very nice.
One is still wide awake. But you look dead on your feet. Go on, off to bed with you.
Whenever somebody else yawns, I yawn. Um, yeah, one is still wide awake, yawn. It's like, not for much longer, apparently.
One has always been a staunch defier of convention and expectation, preferring instead the freedom to live life precisely how one pleases. It is only natural for disciples to follow in their master's footsteps. So focused are they on their individual endeavors that they are quite content to go weeks without writing. Lonely? One is most certainly not.
Aww.
Still, were one to find time to pay them a visit, you don't suppose they would be unduly inconvenienced by one's presence, do you?
Aww, she's so lonely. It's like, it's okay, Grandma. Come on, let's go to Xianyun Vale together.
One took the liberty of surveying the land from the skies above, so as to fashion this route-finding compass for your future traveling convenience. When have you ever met such a considerate companion as oneself, Already intimately acquainted with said terrain, you say? Well, be that as it may. Human memory is notoriously error-prone. One of these days, you'll get yourself hopelessly lost, and then you shall be thanking one profusely for one's foresight.
She cares about us. Yep, she still needs company, that's true.
That mechanical bird of mine is only a prototype. One had aspirations for a much larger model, hollow inside so that it could unfurl into a vehicle with which to embark on sightseeing journeys with one's old friends. The challenges of powering and operating such a device, however, proved somewhat insurmountable. After all, it required pitch control, the ability to change form, not to mention the safety features. If only Guizhong were still here. She, no doubt, would offer many baffling but ingenious solutions to this conundrum.
Aw. Guizhong.
Mount Aocang is an ideal place for spiritual cultivation. It possesses natural beauty beyond compare, and the pure, unalloyed essence of nature flows strong all around. Once upon a time, many curious birds and beasts would gather and watch as one meditated. And very soon the peace and tranquility would be replaced by a chaotic chorus of chirping and screeching. And yet, one never found it offended the ear.
Oh. So she's basically Disney princess yeah, she's Disney princess. I was gonna say she's just for birds, but no, it says curious birds and beasts. So they just gather around her and start having a party.
You wish to know more about one's past? One doubts there would be much worth sharing. It's all ancient history by now. One is more interested to hear about your travels to the far-flung corners of the world. What forms do the gods and immortals of other nations take? Are there any of them as amenable to conversation as oneself? Let us brew some tea, and then you can tell me all about it.
Oh, yep. Talking with Grandma.
When idle and in need of diversion, basking in the winds that travel through the mountains always calms the mind. Eating together with friends always leaves a pleasant taste in the mouth, regardless of what food was consumed. An adeptus devotes themselves to spiritual cultivation, to which end the delicacies of the mortal realm are not necessary. When one eats such things, it is not for nourishment, but to enjoy the flavor. So, if you prepare a dish and it does not taste exquisite even to yourself, you may spare yourself the courtesy of offering to share it with me. In fact, you might find you are better off leaving the cooking to me to begin with.
Oh. She really does start giving Grandma vibes, doesn't she? It's like, come to Grandma's house, talk to Grandma, she'll make you food, and it'll be great.
A paragon of both freshness and flavor. Tell me, For how long have you been surreptitiously studying one's culinary secrets? The flavor is secondary. What matters is that you felt the inclination to cook for me at all. I commend your consideration. Ugh, one supreme cuisine machine has been lying idle as of late. You are welcome to borrow it.
Uh-oh. She did not like that one.
Here, open this wooden box. It's a miniature mechanical person for your recreational enjoyment. Try playing with it. Observe, if you clap the hands like this, the lotus petals open. The colored lights turn on one set at a time, and then a melody plays. It is that birthday tune that the young and hip of this generation enjoy so much. Certain to add a touch of merriment and levity to your birthday feast. Ah, have a wonderful day.
She gets so excited about it, too. She's like, that birthday tune the young and hip of this generation enjoy so much. Look at what I made. Like Xianyun. That's so cute. Oh. Let's see. And then she has voice lines for Ganyu, Shenhe, Zhongli, Zhao, Hutao, Zhongling, Niguang, Kaching, Eugene, Yao Yao, and Gangming. That's nice. Oh, I forgot to have the...
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Seize the skies! Make way for the Adeptus! Stray clouds converge! These could be salvaged for parts. What trinkets have we here? Present them for one's perusal. Perhaps one should invent some form of curio discernment mechanism. The audacity! This one is no weakling! One shall not back down! Be wise to your limits. You should have called on one. Doesn't count. I hadn't eaten.
Oh.
Fiddlesticks.
Oh, jeez. Fiddlesticks.
Wait, my mechanical masterwork. Derivative. Inconsequential. My contraptions are calibrated. We may now depart. I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs. One is fast on one's feet. Tried to keep pace.
I was like, she might have very refined taste, but she is, she definitely likes food. The Bayonetta leaking into her battle voice lines. Yep. Well, I would not put it past that the reason why she looks like this is because of Bayonetta and how popular she is. I mean, I remember seeing pictures or drawings that other people would do of like, oh, what they thought Cloud Retainer might look like in human form, and it was not this. This is great, but it was not this. Her hair usually ended up being white and things like that. She was a lot more Chinese leaning in, like, you know, whatchamacallit, for like those cultivation novels, donghua and manhwa, which are basically the anime and manga or comic book and cartoon equivalent. So, but for China. So like she would look definitely more like the master of the peak and stuff like that type of design. And then they have this one where it's like, yeah, that's pretty Bayonetta there. I mean, even with the way her hair is done and stuff, but still looks super cool. I like Bayonetta. I've never played the game or anything, but she's cool. I like this. Alrighty. Okay, so first I think... Let me see. So... Don't tell anyone. Noelle, go away! Thing is, I actually had kind of pre-farmed for Gongming, and I expected to get him, so I kind of wanted to like sort of take him with us to Chenyu Vale and everything, but he's not showing up. So, I mean, basically, as long as I'm still left with, as long as I have 180, um, for Arselenio, that's all that matters. Because I'm gonna pretty much skip 4.5, but the four star is eluding me again because I didn't get Chevrolet either. I think that would be 30 pity, right? It's annoying because I know I'm gonna get him for Lantern Rite, so I really shouldn't be trying to pull on him. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have the funds for it, but I gotta hold. I mean, I'm gonna hold myself back. Not to mention, I really should just have put my stuff into Xianyun. That's the one. That's the who I really wanted, and Gangmin can wait. It's just very annoying when you're like, "Why? It's like a 4 star. Why isn't it showing up?" But that's one of the reasons why I end up having such a high pity, for this morning because Chevrolet also wasn't showing up. I am 4 star cursed right now, apparently. But okay, so let's see. Let's go into this. We can get this part for her, and then at least level her up to 40. Let's see. Okay. Oh, they even put Gangming on there. Alright, let's start off with this.
Skyward! Stray clouds converge!
Okay, and then apparently... There we go.
Many happy returns!
Skyward! Make way for the Adeptus! No, my sword! Time to act. I'm going in!
Mighty mythical beast!
Stray clouds converge! Skyward! Let me weave you a verse.
Oh. I jumped and the guy just like bleh. It's like I think he died from her her upraise. But oh, look at that, and you could just jump to the next one. That's good. Let's exit though because I could do the other one later. Yeah, I think I'm kind of leaning towards DPS. Let me check her artifacts I put on her. Um, let's see. Go grab this. Oh, yeah. Apparently you get these jades from helping the turtles. So you get to help the turtles for Xianyun mats. I thought that was really cute. Yes, let's help the turtles. Because apparently it makes them itchy.
The same as I...
Alright, so let's go over here. She's still only level 20. Yeah, it's like, we got attack, animo damage, crit damage. We got some crit rate. Yeah. I might switch the crit damage out with a crit rate, but... Because the thing is, I already have Baizu, so I'm not really leaning on her healing damage. Or her healing ability. But we'll have to see.
Given that one spends so much time indoors, it is rather nice to perform a little exercise once in a while.
Alright, and then we have to go fight this thing. Which... Oh. Okay. It has not been unlocked. I was hoping that it would kind of like, just kind of show me where to go. But, apparently not. We gotta go explore Xianyun Vale. This is the one problem when you have a new character released with a, you have a new character released with a new area, because then it's like, oh, here, you have the boss, but it's over there. And you're like, oh no. Let's go do a wish with this one blue fate, see what we get. Originally, I actually had saved up all, like 10 blue fates before I rolled, but, I did that, like, a couple times, and I got really depressed. Because they were all, like, nothing. And I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's a lot easier for me to just wish it when I have it, see that it's blue, and go, okay, and move on, versus saving it up for, you know, an extended period of time, rolling, and basically not getting anything, you know, that I either don't have, or... I think... Let's see, did Noelle just C6 herself? No, she didn't. That's far as I'm... I get confused a little bit because I used to have a European account, and I was rolling for Yanfei on Zhongli's banner, and Noelle was on that banner, so I ended up getting a C6 Noelle, and then Zhongli showed up, which I was like, okay, well, now I'm not having to use this C6 Noelle because I got Zhongli. But I always kind of could, I have to keep reminding myself that she's not C6 on this one yet. Alright, so before we run off to Xianyun Vale, it's like, there's so much stuff going on, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, what do, you know, where do I, you know, what do I do first? So let's hop over here. Pardon me. My model does it every time I need to take a drink. I don't think it likes the cup covering my face. Oh, there's another thing too. We can see what sets she likes. Alright, so first, let's see. I have to figure out where I'm going to put her. Let me go indoors first. So I think I have space for her. Someone's in here. I put Tartaglia in here as kind of like a placeholder for Pantalone whenever I get him. I don't know if I could fit her here. Let me just open my... Might be too much for... Oh! Ah, neat! It shows the friendship levels now. Nice. Okay, where is she? I jumped down to the end thinking she was there, but she was not there. There she is. Oh, good. I'm gonna put her here. And hang out here. Have some nice tea. Let's see, what sets does she like? Oh, Gangming likes the bedroom. Apparently she does not like any indoor sets. That's very interesting. But, okay, well, she'll be here so I can I can come talk to her. Oh, well, actually, I would if she was still in the room. She's jumped off to the different outdoor sets, but we can find her. Oh yeah, there could be new sets. I forgot. Let me talk to Tubby. I didn't want to talk to Tubby quite right until I put Xianyun down because
This realm is truly beginning.
I wanted to make sure she got a start on getting friendship points. There. Yep, definitely looks like we're having something to buy. Here. Oh, we got 2 new trees. Ooh, I like these. These are real pretty. Let's see. Let's buy 2 of those. And 2 of those. Ooh, look at this. Nice buildings. Let's see if we can get these. Square tea table. Wondering if there was any new seed. Look at that! That's neat. Some of these buildings. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I bought the battle pass and got this one as well because I thought it was cool. They give us a big one and a little one. Very nice street lamps. Okay, so let's start off, I think, with the buildings. Pavilion, an archway, a watchtower, and a building. Do that. Sandbearer wood. That for right now, and we'll do one of the little fish too. Okay, we'll leave that for right now.
If you ever have any questions.
Alright, gotta figure out where she went, because I know she went somewhere. Of course, she's down here hanging out with Zhongli. There she is.
You brought me all the way out here just to show me the food stalls. Well, this was most unnecessary. These recipes look quite elementary. One could just as easily make them in the comfort of one's own home.
It's like, she says that, but I'm like, lady, I put you down on the inside of the house, and you came over here on your own. You like this area, don't you?
Oh my, that wonderful aroma.
Aha, see?
Well, since we're already here, we might as well take a seat and order some delicacies.
Yep. Yep, and there she goes. Because I know, I'm pretty sure that the characters usually like 2 sets, although it ranges depending on, like, do they like an indoor set, do they like an outdoor set, so on and so forth. I mean, I know, like, with Baizu only likes indoor sets. He's got 2 of them, I believe.
Oh, what a quiet and tranquil spot. And it's modeled after a human village. A perfect place to sit and meditate. How did you... Clearly, you somehow found out that one has been tinkering away with one's mechanisms and getting no sleep during the nights.
Aw. Like, go up to the big house and take a nap. We got plenty of beds. Yeah, my current plan with this is... Actually, I could probably just show you real quick. That when I found out we were going to get Xianyun furniture, or Xianyun Vale furniture, I was like, oh, that'll be so cool. I can add that to my teapot. And originally, I was planning on kind of adjusting this area. This is sort of the lantern right type of area. But I'll probably, like, from here over, it'll make more, like, Xianyun Vale stuff. But then I thought, hey, I could probably go and take this piece up here and also turn this into Xianyun Vale. Basically, like, just replace the houses and things. In fact, I can actually probably replace some of the trees right now. I don't think this is, because this is not a set. Take one of that. Here. Oh! It says this tree has a higher load than the other tree. Alright. Take those rocks. There you go, that's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of the trees from Inazuma, honestly. Take These are more pine-ish looking ones. There we go. Have a little bit of Xianyun Veil there now. And then we'll just wait for the rest of the stuff to make. I might come back later and do a little bit more quick building, I guess you could say. There we go. That's nice. Let's see. Taking a grand tour of my teapot. Yes, indeed she is. He's like, oh, I gotta go here, I gotta go there. Okay, so... Now comes the question of where to go next. Because part of me sort of wants to do Xianyun's quest. The other part of me wants to run around Xianyun Vale. Another part of me wants to run around Xianyun Vale but follow the world quest. So that's kind of like guides me through it. But I guess what we'll do first... Let's get out of here first off. Let's just go do the daily commission with because technically I know if we do our story quest it'll count for the daily commissions, but I kind of want to do the daily commissions with her, so I have to adjust my daily team. Alright. So, I'm gonna be reorganizing this stuff, but... Oh, where are you?
One is fast on one's feet. Try to keep pace.
And then, let's see.
Sure, I'll hang out with you youngsters.
I don't think she's at level 10 yet. I'm... I want to have... No. Just since it's kind of low right now, let me put Zhongli in.
What shall we do?
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
That's a funny thing too with Baizu with that voice line. He's all like, oh, they all have their laws and stuff like that. But... oh, I was gonna do something here. I'm gonna switch her wings out. Let's see. Figure out which ones look best on her. kind of pretty. Nah, no, not those. These kind of bring out a lot of the gold in her outfit. Nah, not those. These could work. Let's see, we also have these. Kind of bring out the blue here. I think that this one kind of makes her look kind of dull. I think this one might actually be the best one. They're white like her crane body as well. And interestingly, I have these on Ganyu. So these look really pretty too. Actually, I think I might like those better. Well, let's go with this one for the minute. Yeah. It's such a shame with these that they were only given to PlayStation Network players. Like if they put these like for sale in the shop, I would buy them because they are very pretty. But
Given that one spends so much time indoors, it is rather nice to perform a little exercise once in a while.
yeah, this is the matching. The thing is, too, is I got Ganyu her outfit, which she looks very beautiful in, but now I kind of wonder if the if the wings are gonna look the same, or if they're gonna still match. Yeah, I think they still match good enough. I also have these. Those do look good too. It's hard to choose when they all look so when they look the outfit looks good with a lot of them, but we'll stick with the white ones because then if I switch her back, she'll still look good in with the wings. I won't have to worry about changing them. But I like her outfit. One because it's very beautiful. I don't. There must be some sort of like thing behind why all the Lantern Rite outfits are black and blue. You know, because it's like this one's black and blue, or actually we can probably just go to right here. Like it's like okay, it's like black and blue, black and blue, black and blue, black and blue. Xianyun's is black and blue, although his isn't available yet because obviously it's not time. But it's I mean, even like you got Roped and Kaya and Official on top of that. So somebody, it's like either it must have some special meaning in China, or somebody on the team really likes the black and blue mix. See, what's Farosian's friendship? Okay, so she's getting there. I think I actually stole one of her artifacts for for Xianyun too. Okay. Actually, what do I have on her? According to this, they say this one is pretty good. roll. I don't know why I'm doing this. This one. Let's go with that for right now.
What did you say? I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up.
I just realized, this is funny, I just realized that you could basically label this as the old people party. Because we got Baizu, who a lot of people kind of review to as like part of the old man yaoi group with Zhongli. We got Zhongli, who's obviously super old. We got Farozan, who acts like a grandma because she was stuck in, she was like gone for 100 years, so she's technically 100 plus. And then we have Xianyun, who also is super old. His bones are creaking. That is true. That's kind of funny though. I did not realize that. Alright, let's see how we do. Probably going to be bad because...
A bitter pill to swallow.
Stabilize.
We'll see about it.
Skyward!
Mind the side effects.
The hunter. Order guide you. Gather.
The doctor will see you. Dare to mess with me?
Make way for the Adeptus! Skyward!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Stabilize.
Too late for regrets.
Okay, well, obviously... Oh, yeah, actually I forgot I could probably level up some of her talents now. Oh no, I have to do Ascension Phase 2, I forgot. I got her little bird puppet that she gave us the last year, I think.
The doctor will see you now.
Solidify.
Skyward! Seize the skies!
This is nothing.
Ah!
Gather.
Dare to mess with me?
Yeah! Skyward!
Stabilize.
I have to play around with it because it said that she can do it 3 times.
Yeah!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah!
Oh, I think she also puts a healing cap on herself. What is that? Obviously not something good because I have to heal it. Oh, I have to press E again? Okay. E.
Yeah! Skyward!
Ah, I see. She doesn't get much height, does she?
Yeah! Scatter!
You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Scaramouche, where one of the Scaramouche's big things was like, oh, he can fly, he's better than Venti, and so on and so forth. And then he actually came out, and it was like, yeah, but he can be kind of hard to use
Mind the side effects.
to actually get him to do those things. So I originally rolled on him because I was like, hey, he can fly. And then I found, actually, I kind of like just using Venti more. Venti is a little bit more forgiving in the sense of, if you mess it up, you're not going to go flying out of the sky and die. Ugh. Oh, he's feeding the gulls again. Ugh. No interest in my fries. Makes me feel relaxed just sitting here. This poor man. A cartoon pie on the windowsill. Yeah, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? I'll say, I am so glad that Genshin, when they put in this underwater mechanic, they didn't add like an air bubble or anything. So many games do that to basically kind of like prevent you from going too deep or going too far, that it basically makes it very difficult to actually use the underwater mechanics. So the fact that they made it so you could just kind of go around and not have to worry about air is a good thing. Boop. There we go. Uh-oh. I don't think she can do a note. I didn't think so. She's being released in a patch during Fontaine, but she's not a Fontaine jumper. Alrighty. Go over here. Yeah, we are mermaids, yeah. I was gonna say, especially when you're like listening to like some really dramatic music and your characters are swimming around and they're jumping out of the water, it just looks so cool. It's just like, yes.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
It is. I'm so glad they put a claim all button. It makes it so much easier. Claim. Alright, and I plan on using this to fight the boss, but we have to get over there first. So, well, we still have like 5 days before the Lantern Rite starts, so there's no rush to do everything today. But I really want to go to Xianyun Vale for Baizu, so let's check anyway. I also want to find the boss and wherever they are. But it looks like we'll start here, so I know technically I could warp to right there, but I'm going to warp here. I want to walk in instead of just jumping off a cliff somewhere. Oh! Hello, Hawk Summers. Thank you for the follow. That little bloop scared me. I was just like, and suddenly there was the bloop of the following. And I was like, what was that? This goes to show how many followers I get. But thank you. Nice to see you. And yes, we're just doing some Genshin. We're heading over to Xianyun Vale. Since the unlocked waypoint is this way, I figured go over here. Also, I think I'll turn the lights on. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so... let's see. I'll put... Originally I was gonna go with Gongming, but I don't have him yet, so...
My contraptions are calibrated. We may now depart.
I'll put her there, and then I'll use Farina to just walk over there. I think I will do this. There you go.
The doctor will see you now. May I present?
We're going to walk over here to that dock. I will say, if you didn't roll for Farina, I would go get her on her next rerun, just because of this. Whoa. We've been kidnapped. Oh. She sucked us into her teapot. I had a feeling this was going to happen, because I was going to be like, oh, I want to go over Xianyun Vale, I'll go fight, go find the boss and fight it for Xianyun and such, and I'll do the world quest later. No, world quest is going to eat us. Alright, let's do this then. Yeah, Lisa, Liam, and Pierre, we were kidnapped. She's an NPC, but she really is very pretty. If you... It failed sufficiently to explain beforehand. Yeah, you just kind of warped us away. Just whoosh all visitors to Xianyun Vale in here like this. You know us? Uh-oh. the fish that swim. You mean the ones that we kept picking up for... turned into a fish by the kidnapper? Also, she says, oh, carried here by the fish that swim. Oh, you mean the ones that we fish up and the ones that we catch to make food? Uh-oh. Tea tasting banquet. Oh, uh-oh, here we go. I'm quite sorry, but I have a request to make of you. Please speak. We're just passing through. Like, oh no. All right, go ahead. Thank you. I presume the two of you have heard of the tea village of Xianyun Vale. Let's see. Oh, I hear a butt incoming. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. Let's see. I hear a butt, precisely. The waters and soil of Xianyun Vale have begun to change recently, and has the scent of its tea. Uh-oh. I find this interesting because, I mean, she's a fish, so there's a reason why she doesn't have legs. Because she's a fish. Is there a problem that Rhea can just solve by resorting to gratuitous violence? I like it. Still not quite getting it. Yep, I get it. No worries. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, yep. Fish powers. Oh, right. It's nice to meet you. Yes, thank you. Eh? I mean, welcome to this place. That is to say, welcome to Xianyun Vale. Thanks. Thanks, though we are really just passing through. We don't want to help you. Like, yes, thank you. What do you mean, welcome? This is clearly a kidnapping. I have a feeling that she's been alone for a long time, so she kind of forgot about how you're supposed to interact with people. She is really pretty, though. Okay, so Golden Carp's Leap. You may glimpse wondrous pearls of water scattered in the wilds of Xianyun Vale that have absorbed errant adaptal energy and now float. Use the adaptal energy granted by Fujin to briefly transform into a golden carp fish and enter them. Once you're inside the pearls of water, you can go anywhere you please, and you can hold the jump button to leave vertically. This way, you can cross over the mountains and forests with ease, just like the golden carp fish in Legends of Yore. Ah! Oh. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to talk to you, lady, before we leave. Actually, let me put away my puppet. The puppets are really, or the little pets are really nice, but sometimes they can kind of mess up pictures. Actually, it's probably better off on me. Yeah, like she has no feet.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Yeah, because that's the thing, is that a lot of, I feel like she would swim the... Yeah, most likely. Yeah, your aura seems to be a bit different. See? Anyway, and so they were talking about how apparently it's like the Baizu likers in the group got kind of upset about this whole thing. Oh yeah, foreshadowing, yeah. Got a little upset because it was
When on the road, one should take ample time to
basically
talk.
a lot of Baizu's like story quest and things. Or not his story quest, but his these bits. Talk about Shenyu Vale, and even like talk about like, you know, the carp and the white snake and stuff like that. And then it's like apparently he's not actually included, although in this whole thing, and everybody's like, well, wait a minute. he's the lore guy. What's like for this place? Why isn't he included? So I'm like, hopefully it was wrong, and hopefully I'll be surprised. But I'm gonna have him basically as the main character for this area and for this quest. To have him in there, like I have a RP blog for him. I'm going to be doing that for this, so that's why I was taking pictures, because I wanted to have the pictures for basically the event I'm doing. Oh, I forgot.
Appreciate them.
Pardon me for jumping around. I just wanted to see what he said. There's Gungming.
Gaming has quite a lot of scars and old injuries compared to other people his age. And every time he comes to see me, he always seems to have a new bruise here and a new sprain there. No matter how many times I insist that he needs to be more careful, it always goes in one ear and out the other. All I can do is teach him some useful techniques for dressing and treating his wounds. I hope he finds them useful.
Yeah, I know when this line came out, a bunch of people popped up and they were like, Dadzu. Dadzu. It's like he's gonna be dad to Chi-Chi and dad to Gongming. Because it's like, oh, he takes care of him. And he has a voice line about him, so that's cute. Yeah,
Scenery
I think
along the way.
Gongming has
You're about to collapse.
Gongming actually has voice lines about Baizu too. So from what I've heard. So but we'll figure that out when we get him. At the end of Lantern Rite. Because he wouldn't show up. But that's okay. It's a lot harder to get the limited 5 stars than it is to get a 4-star, technically. Alright. We go. If you see a golden... Can you hear me? Uh-oh. That was probably something we needed to know.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
Look how pretty this place is. I mean, it's like, it's leeway, but it feels like a completely new place. Like, I'm pretty sure these are new trees. Oh, they're labeled as cedar wood, but I think they're definitely a new style. They look a lot lighter. Ah! This is so beautiful. It's very relaxing too. I know a lot of people are like, this place is Baizu color themed. It's like Baizu coded because it has the same sort of colors palette as he does. Yeah. Yeah, I was here. She warped me to here. But, okay. Let's go open the map first. Oh, nice tea set. Yeah. It is so pretty. Bishu's Twilight Luster. Ooh. Oh, look, it's one of the turtles. Yeah, because I have already fully leveled up the statues, so, but it's neat to see the transformation again. Alright, so how do I help this guy?
What shall we do? Solidify!
There you go. Good turtle. Back out. That's neat. Yeah. There. Yeah, that's the one thing with like I said, having a new character, because it's like not only do we have to push the turtle again. No, no, no. Anyway. Let's see. Looks too carefree. Put them back in the correct places, but remember, not all the stone carvings will return to their original positions willingly. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute. It's like we picked them up, and I couldn't see what he said because the little achievement thing popped up. So, but he basically was saying, just put me back. I was like, yeah, where do we stick him?
What? So all that running around was for this?
Shang Shang, behave.
The village accountant. Pretty proactive myself. Yellower than usual. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. The poison, or the bad soil and water that they were talking about.
I wonder how much we'll make this year.
Don't mind me, I'm just basking in how pretty this place is. Gosh, we're being kidnapped again. Here. Oh, is something the matter? Oh. You're looking for Xingqiu. Nope, we're here to investigate. I am but a humble servant, and the one besides me is, in fact, the real. No. They're waiting for Xingqiu. Grandpa Lu. Discuss with them the tea leaf problem. They are our biggest customers after all. Oh, they're like, this is not up to standard. Oh, so he's waiting, yeah, he's definitely waiting for Xingqiu. I don't know what we can do about it. So, actually, that's exactly what we're been asked to come investigate. Yeah, I don't know what we can do about it either. Oh, so does it mean that you believe me, young lady? Yes, I believe you. Whether I or not I believe you is irrelevant. Yes, I believe you. That's so. That makes things easy. Come, I'll bring the tea leaf samples and let's go have a talk with old Lou. Pretend. Ah, I see. I guess I gave it a try. He sees through it. It's nobody's idea but mine. Blessings of sunken jade. Oh, there's one of those big sheep. I'm going to take a side. Oh, let's see. I believe you can actually catch those guys. Aha! Fluffy fleeced goat. For the teapot. There he is. Fluffy fleeced goat. These gentle beasts can be found all over Tivat and are among the earliest livestock tamed by humans. After arriving in the realm within, they quickly adapted to the environment and expanded their usual range from flat ground to every corner of the teapot realm. Fortunately, the canines within instinctively shoulder the responsibility of protecting the fluffy fleeced goats. Obviously, this is excellent news for Tubby, who is in charge of managing the place. Ah, it's so cool. And they're so cute. Investigate. Can you adepti? Some of that. Just looking at this is relaxing. Whoop. Uh-oh.
A bitter pill to swallow. Quake!
Lightning slash! Yeah!
Oof. And I did not burn any of the tea plants. The one problem with using pyro characters is that when things get set on fire, the environment gets burned. Oh, let's see. Okay, yep. Have a good day. Have a good night. I think I'm gonna bounce over to looking for the boss, though. They're just decorative. Oops. You've fallen down into a ditch. Alright. Oh, they even have a place you can go in, I guess. Nice. Guessing the boss is probably over here somewhere. Going to pause in doing the quest. I'm going to go find the boss. Technically, I kind of want to raise Xianyun up before I go too deep in stories and stuff like that. I'll figure those out later. If I let myself get distracted, I'll never get there. I'm getting there. Actually, give me 1 second. All right. How pretty that is. There's a warp point. More sheep. Sheep in the hills. Look how neat these are. And they bat too. It's so cute. And sometimes it's actually good to go and basically unlock the map and unlock the warp points before you get to any excuse me, get to any story quests and stuff, because it's so much easier to travel around then when they're like, oh, go back here or go over here or go up there, and then you're like, oh, okay. Alright. So we really are turning into a little fish, aren't we? There it is. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna be, like, right near here. This is interesting, though, because, like, you can technically go here, but you can't see where here is. I wonder if it's gonna be kind of the same thing as the, whatchamacallit? The, in Sumeru, where you went and you had, this area, the Lost Nursery. Like, if you didn't do that story quest, this area was still completely blacked out. It didn't matter if you opened up all the other areas, this one was still covered. I know people kind of joke a little bit, or because they had seen the map, and this area right here, they're like, it looks like a ditto. Like, here's his arm, here's his other arm, here's the two little bumps for his eyes, and then down here is his, like, little wiggly, jelly body, you know, his little slime body. And so, because this apparently will get filled out at some point, but it just ends up being kind of funny because it's like, there is a ditto on the map. Watch the statue fully update. Goes. That's so nice. Yeah, that's one of the really things one of the things I like about Genshin a lot, is that a lot of times when you do stuff, it changes the environment, so you're like, you fix it. You know, like this one was like, oh, you come upon the statue and it's fallen apart, and then after you arrive and you give all of the oculuses to it, then it turns into, oh, it's all repaired, or it's all, you know, lively and refreshed now, and so on. So a mere rock should nonetheless be placed with care. That's cute. This one. Oh. After that, the fish sank to the bottom of the lake, and the snake was split into several pieces. Uh-oh. The remaining beasts waited on mountains, rivers, and moons, awaiting their silent answer. Alright.
Death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws.
Okay, so it is underground, apparently. Let's go in that direction, see
But
if we
if
can
you
get
never
in.
test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
That's a deep hole. Oh, good. I was worried we were gonna have to go around like a super long way to find this guy. And before I jump into battle with him because look at that neat dude. So we're gonna go over there. If he happens to be immune to hydro, we will just run away. But let's go see if we can fight him. Apparently, do I have a... No, it doesn't look like it. I was going to say I wonder if I have a teleport point, because I'm gonna have to fight this guy quite a bit because of to raise up Cloud Retainer, basically. Alright, let's try this. Ancient Lord of the Mountains. Luminae beast that dwells deep within the mountains that can use Hydro and Anemo simultaneously in battle. Render it frozen while it's gathering Hydro.
Stabilize.
First, that, and then... Okay, good. He's not even.
Mind the side effects. This is order.
Let the world collide!
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
The doctor was singing.
A bit of help us. Solidify.
Strike a pose!
Silence. I will have order. Stabilize.
The doctor was singing. Time to shine!
The tides beckon.
That wasn't that hard. Yeah. To be honest, I think if I was to suggest to any character, to anybody, I would say to get Farina, just because of the fact that she can walk on water and it will be very useful, so you'll never have to worry about drowning again. And two, to get Nibulette, because he can be such a strong DPS that he basically makes it really easy to gather up materials for your characters. Here you go. Are you there? I forgot we still need a bunch of these. No, that's okay.
Melu's.
We'll get there. We had to fight this guy like 4 times today. Okay, so is there a warp point nearby? It's easier just to warp from here and then float down. So, alrighty. I just have to wait for it to respawn. Yeah, I know I have a map that kind of shows where all the turtles and stuff are to get the jade stones. But I'll look at that in a minute. Not yet. I know with the bosses, you kind of sometimes have to travel far enough away for them to like respawn. Like they won't, even when their respawn timer finishes up, if you're like standing too close, they won't show back up again. I guess it's to prevent somebody from like, oh, I got rid of the boss, and then I got up and went to go somewhere and didn't pause the game, and they come back and their characters are killed by the boss because it respawns when they weren't looking. There's the kitty cats. Yeah, I think I'd probably do the story quests kind of slow. Because that way I can enjoy it. And also, too, that the, yeah. I don't think the Lantern Rite... Yeah. I don't think Lantern Rite's connected to the world quest. So... So it doesn't matter if you finish it too quickly. Or no, it doesn't matter if you finish it before Lantern Rite starts, because it because it's not going to stop you. Yep, see, there he is now. You little fish.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Solidify!
Mind the side effects.
Order guide you. Gather!
Let my name echo in song!
Bow your head.
The doctor will see you.
Stabilize! Be sanctified.
Strike a pose!
It's so pretty. I feel bad for beating him up. But I did notice that when it falls, it disappears in white light instead of black, disintegrating into like black stuff. So I'm choosing to believe that it's kind of like, oh, I've been bested. Okay, I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. It's not that hard to fight either, so, which is good. Sometimes when the enemies are too difficult to fight, it makes it hard for you to raise your characters. I know when I first started off, I got to a part in the game where I got stuck, where I needed to fight the bosses, but none of my characters were strong enough to fight those bosses. And so I would try to level up my characters, but because of that, I would have to fight different bosses. Like, for example, go to my map. You know, like for example, in order to level up my Hydro characters to fight the Pyro-Regivine, I would have to fight the Oceanid. But I couldn't really fight the Oceanid unless I fought the Cryo-Regivine. But I couldn't fight the Cryo-Regivine successfully unless I fought the Pyro-Regivine. But I couldn't fight the Pyro-Regivine unless I had characters that could fight the Oceanid. More or less. There was like some not altercations. Alternative means, like, I could have technically probably fought the Electro hypostasis, but then the same problem. I'd have to fight this one to fight that one, and none of my characters were strong enough. So I got kind of stuck. So I basically had to ask a friend, could we co-op a little and could you come over and help me? Because this was before you could lower your world level too. So I was like really stuck. But I managed to get over that lip. Once I got, you know, like a few of my characters leveled up, or ascended, I was able to handle the rest of it, and I was like, okay, no problem. I think I might fight him and then take a little bit of a break. Once I finish up using my resin. You there? Nope, not yet. Not done with his break yet. Then I want to make sure I work far enough away so it registers that he can respawn and not... I wonder if there's any more... Forgot, this mouse's scroll wheel doesn't work. And do it the manual way. What if the rocks are only on the turtles? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
It disappeared, and for a second I was like, oh no! I caught a pelican! There's another one, but he doesn't have a little rock on him. Ooh. There is brushing.
Mind the side effects.
I will have order. Solidify. Settle down. Shouldn't get careless. Let's move.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Crumble.
I had a feeling there were more furnishing items.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
We got a walkway. It looks like a lot of these little things are popping up on the map are connected to puzzles and such. I'm pretty sure this isn't it. Just a... Oh, I guess it is. I was expecting it to be bigger. Look, we got a little fish. Go back up there.
Mind the side effects. Gather!
Strike a pose!
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence!
Yeah, it's kind of funny. When I first rolled on Baizu's banner.
What? So all that running around was for this?
Shang Shang, behave.
Oh, there's a little he said, isn't that cute? Basically though, when I first rolled on Baizu's banner, I had like 180 saved for him, and I was like, I'd had it saved for like forever, and he was the character I wanted the most. So I decided I'm gonna use the full 180 and I'm gonna roll and see what happens. He came home 3 times in a row. And so I ended up getting a C2 Baizu, which ends up working out because I have other limited characters that I had at C1 by accident, namely Sino and Hu Tao. And I was like, no, I can't have them at C1, and yet the man I wanted, I have like 0 constellations. So I set him up as getting his C2, but I didn't roll, and I think I might have rolled like a 10 pull or something on his weapon banner, but I didn't get the weapon. So when he did his rerun, I was like, well, maybe I'll just roll to pity on the weapon banner and hope his weapon shows up. And it did. So I was like, yes. So now I have a C2 R1 Baizu.
The doctor will see.
Order guide you. Solidify. Bow your head.
It's like, it's okay to be let you can turn off the hydro pump, they're gone. Actually, I should really turn this because unfortunately, Farina's little helper critters, they if there's no enemies around, they love attacking cooking pots. So you have to basically change her thing over to healing so that the cooking pot...
Take it. Go on. You have my approval.
I got a wall. So that the critters don't, take away your HP thanks to a cooking
Mind
pot.
the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow.
Look how pretty that is. Oops. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take my time, to be honest, with doing the world quest and stuff. I'll end up running into spoilers, of course, because I on Twitter. But it'll be easier for me to basically quote unquote RP it if I take my time. If I rush through it, then it's going to be like, oh, you did this and you did that and you did this and you did that, and the whole kind of point is to sort of put up the post for Baizu. He matches in so well in this place. But anyway, it'll be nicer to kind of like, okay, I put a post and then people can react to it and, you know, RP and stuff like that. And then next time it's like, okay, here's another post and so on. Instead of, you know, rush, and then to post everything. And then it's like, okay, well, now it's over. Like, sometimes rushing is not for the best. Although, of course, people can do it however they want to, so. I'm just choosing to do this one slowly versus... You can tell when the camera kind of zooms out, it's like he's watching. He's like, are you coming over here? Can I stay sitting here? Yep, there you go. He's like, oh, challenger.
Gather. The show begins. Time to shine.
Silence. Be sanctified. A bitter pill to swallow.
Shower me with praise.
Settle down.
The doctor was sealed.
Stabilize. Silence. The tide is beckoning.
Mind the side effects.
This is order. Gather.
Yoo-hoo!
And he is unconscious again. Let's see. Have a veranda. Very nice. We have a stone wall, flowers and willows. One of these little guys. Spirit carp. A spirit carp formed from the condensational adeptal energy swing freely amidst mountains and river valleys. Ooh. Let's see, just give me a minute. I'm gonna go look on the interactive map to figure out where all the jade is. Because fighting the boss is great, but we need to be able to get the jade too. Or we won't be going anywhere. It'll give the boss a chance to respawn. Okie dokie. Special items. Shows we have 50 of those. Boggy Forest Branch? That's not right. Local specialty. 71 of these things. Where are they all? Alright, so there seems to be a whole bunch. If we look at the map. Okay, so apparently along this way, there's a bunch. So let's navigate this way and then we'll go down the river and pick up some jade. So, gotta unnavigate for this guy. Yeah, what's so nice about Farina's skill as well is that she, her skill actually finishes its cooldown before she runs out of effect. So as long as you're keeping, oh look, it's eating a fish and that eat. It took his fish, he didn't like that. It's like, as long as you reuse it once the cooldown ends, you won't have to worry about falling in the water. And this ends up being different than, for example, Kokomi's, because with Kokomi, she only walks on the water once she activates her ultimate, and she can't recharge her ultimate in the middle of... she can't recharge her ultimate if she's in the middle of, you know, the ocean. All right. So according to map, should be jade down this way. This way. Oh, I think I see some. No, that's one of those things where you're trying to find the statue. Check my map. Where are we? Okay, so there should be some right on the path. Right down here. Hit? Oh my gosh. Oh, we got some jade too. This is very weird. Like, it's not a rock, it's just a... There's some. Those are really pretty. Oh. Hi, Lily Harry. Thank you for the follow. The sound it sounded like a bite, like hum. We're just doing some Xianyun Veil. Uh-oh. Oh yeah.
Solidify!
Oh wait, you.
How brilliant!
Bow your head.
Sure, I marked the spot.
A bitter pill to swallow. I will have order. Gather.
Wait, Drops, I need you. Yeah, two interesting stories about Drops. Okay. One was that a guy, I think it was a guy,
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
said he got his girlfriend into playing Genshin. And he came to watch her play Genshin, and he noticed that she was fighting the enemies but not picking up any of the drops. And so he was like, "Why aren't you picking up the drops?" And she was like, "Oh, I didn't know I needed them."
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
I'm just like, what?
But where are those who share the memory?
It's like, oh, she's gonna be kicking herself later. A cave. It won't hurt to go in for a little bit. Probably start up another world quest or something on me.
Solidify! Stabilize!
Certainly worth the extra mile.
I was just thinking to myself, like, oh, she's gonna be kicking herself later because of all the times when she could have picked up, you know, all the drops and she didn't. So that was one thing. And then the other thing was, it was during one of those Genshin... Where am I going? How do I get out? It was during one of those kind of like Genshin official competition type of things. And one of them was like, you had to raise Traveler within a certain time limit. And so, and one of the players was picking up everything. Like, not even just like stuff you needed for the traveler, but just like everything. And the announcers were yelling and screaming, and they were like, "What's he doing? He's wasting time. Why is he picking up everything?" And it's kind of like, that's just kind of how. It's like he's become so used to the whole thing of, oh, let me pick up everything, that even in a competition, he apparently was having trouble not doing it. Oh, we got 200 pins now. Oh, pretty. I'll come back and read all these a little bit later. If I try to take them all in right now, I'll forget them. One, two.
Stabilize.
Oh. Okay. The map says there's like 71 of those things, but it's really got to go all over the place for them. If I go down south from where I am, I'll run into 3 more. They are about here. Oh, there it is. Not know what the little fish are for just yet, but I will collect them anyway. Ah, here they are.
Solidify.
Even sparkle an extra amount. Alright. Let's see. Better off if I do it this way, probably.
Some of these adeptal arts one has not employed in many years. Inevitably, one is a little unpracticed.
She's, or translation, she's feeling old and creaky. All right. with the new characters, it's kind of like, oh, you know, you pre-farm, or I should say, for the new characters, it's like you pre-farm for them as much as you can, but sometimes, especially with characters that are like, oh, they're going to be released in a new area, or I should say, a new area is going to be released alongside them, then you get into a situation where it's like, okay, whatchamacallit? You get into a situation where a new area is being released with them, and then if their boss and like local specialty and stuff is connected with that area, you can't pre-farm that. So even like I went and I gathered up the talent books and the experience books and the artifacts, but I still can't just pop her up to level 90 because I have to go fight her boss and collect all of her little jade bits.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while.
Now level 13. Yeah, I went and I bought the battle pass one, the $20 one. One, because I liked the name card, and two, I was like, oh, look at that little fish.
So it is where many things come
Lantern. That's so cute. All right, so where next? Okay, there's some over. We go here. So let's navigate there. I mean, what is it that they call this? Like, like Baizu Core? Because it just matches him so well. All the way up there? No. Please move me away. Oh, okay, so he wants to be here. We gotta redirect the waterfall. Turn that off. There you go. balance has been restored. I have no idea what I'm doing, but okay. Carp Spirit Orb. Oh, did I disappear too?
The life of an adventurer certainly isn't easy.
I'm just trying to figure a way to get up there. Oh, I somehow, oh, there it is. I was like, I somehow missed it. Oh, it's right over there. I was right that it is. It was definitely above me, but it wasn't as far as up there as I thought. Okay, so the little rocks should be over here.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Gather! Yeah.
I have to. This is definitely going to either need his shield, Cleese bombs, or a claymore. These are hard rocks. Yeah, they are very hard rocks.
Solidify! Gather!
All right, well, that's some good ones. They got 2, maybe 3. No, maybe 4. No, 3. I think it's like about 3-ish towns here. That's pretty neat. Alright. Well, let's go fight the boss one more time, and then we can say that we used up our resin. Oh, there's a little waypoint here. And I think I will take a break because I have been streaming for about 3 hours. Oh. Excuse me.
do a ceiling.
Stabilize.
Strike a pose.
Silence. Be sanctified. Settle down.
Mind the side effects.
This is order. Gather. Silence. The tides beckon.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Solidify.
Shower me with praise.
Bow your head.
Mind the side effects.
Order guide you. Gather.
Oh. Let's see. Ugh. Nope, I need quite a few more of those, but. I moved her and her glasses just went whoop back to her face. Which one did that?
Some of these adeptal arts one has not employed in many years. Inevitably, one is a little unpracticed.
It's okay to be rusty. You've been, like, hanging out in your house, tinkering away. You've not really been fighting a lot. Let's see. Oh. Gotta just work on that slowly, I think. Oh, yep, we can do these as well now. Go back to my teapot. I might have to actually adjust some of my teapot because I like putting my you know, like a cooking pot and whatchamacallit, forging and alchemy all in one area. So it makes it a lot easier to just be like, oh, I'll just go here and do my weekly stuff. Or if I need to, you know, get access to the alchemy bench, I don't have to go back to an area in Tevat if I don't want to. I could just be like, oh, pop, okay, here it is right by the door. But I don't think I did this for that teapot. I have to update it. Means I might have to adjust a few things. Because load is the enemy of creative teapot designing. Because it's like you're making this thing, it's like, oh gosh, so cool, and then suddenly, nope, too much load, can't do it. It's like, oh no. Alright. So first I need to see if I can even fit all this stuff. Might have to make adjustments. Louise. So far so good. Figure what they did with the stove. Oops. This. Oh, look at that! They reorganized it a little bit. Under special object now. Oh, this is nice. They put a lot of your event items and stuff here. Oh, nope. Can't put that in. Take away this. That goes there. Oh, let's see. That make it a little more connected. What they put? I was like, where did they put this? Here. Here. That on the floor. This. I was like, where is it not fitting? Like there's just not enough. Don't if I do it that way. Yeah, I guess that's good enough for now. I'll have to adjust some things, but this way I can load in and just be like, oh, here we go. Get to my stuff. That's forging away. Let's see. One of these. I'll admit, some of these foods, they look so tasty. It's like it's an anime food, you know? It's like it's done so in such a beautiful way that you're like,
And the world
that is really
around us
delicious
all
looking.
follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
I really need to catch up on the food cooking food cooking proficiency.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
Because when you end up having only a few dishes, like you start out, it's like, oh, okay, no big deal. But then you get like a whole bunch of them, and if you didn't do the proficiency for the first ones, now you're like swamped with dishes that you don't have unlocked, basically. Yeah, these things are really nice. Here, let me. Wrong setting. Yeah, it is. A little darker. Fine. These little guys are really nice because if you touch them, they release little.
When on the road, one
light
should
lanterns.
take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
It's like, these were one of those things that it's like, it was worth buying the battle pass for because they do a unique thing. Other ones like, oh, the one, incense burner that they put out, it's not worth it. Because I purchased it thinking that, oh, maybe you'd see like a little bit of smoke coming up or whatever, or maybe some like nice warm coals burning inside. No, it basically looks like it's off all the or it's not used, and it has no interaction whatsoever. And And if you read the description, it talks about how like, oh, Tubby made it so that the smoke is completely clear so you don't see it, but you still get the benefit. But the problem is, it's like, it's not doing anything.
Oh,
You know?
it's just
So-
some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
After they gave us the Zhongli statue, I made up this kind of little tiny shrine, since this is the Leeway teapot. And I had the Goba statue from, whatchamacallit. I had the Goba statue from the Moonchase Festival? I think it was Moonchase Festival. And so I decided to put that there as well. And if we happen to ever get any other statues, like maybe I'll put it like here, whatever. So kind of neat. I also have this teapot realm is kind of interesting because it basically broke up a lot of its areas. So like this area over here and the one we're going to here are considered both the same area. So they're both the same load amount. There's Xianyun. Beautiful outfit. Hi, Xianyun. Nope, you just take a break. Like, you can hop up here. And then you can sit in the hot water among the lanterns. Technically, you can sit on the stairs too, but I like putting the benches in there because then you can kind of get a more full, like, oh, I'm sinking into the hot water. You know, like, for example, if you have, like, Baizu come over here and he sits, it's like, yeah, it's okay. He sits over here and it's like, oh, he's a little bit deeper. You can tell a lot more with the smaller, like this one, like she's up here to her neck. So she's like, I am fully submerged, more or less, other than her head. But you sit over here, and it's kind of like, okay, you know, it's nice, but you only get to sit in that one spot. This one you get to sit in all different areas. I love hot springs and like hot tubs and stuff like that. It's just so relaxing. I also like heated blankets, which heated blankets are nice when you whatchamacallit. Heated blankets are nice when you don't have a hot tub or a nice bath or anything, and also it gets you warm, but you don't get wet. It's the warmth without the wet. Hey, sake, Noelle, go away!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
This is what she did to me the other day too, when I was trying to get Yan Fei off of one of my other accounts. She kept showing up, and I was like, "Holy cow, Noelle, go away!" Please, just one Ganming, please. I don't want to wait until the end of Lantern Rite to get him. Ah, Noelle, go away!
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Yeah, I know. Pete's sake. Don't even use her. Gangming must really hate me. He is not showing up.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Oh, thank
Hey,
goodness.
boss. The name's Gaming. I'm a guard from the communications office. So, all this needs shipping, right? No. You grab a seat and have some tea. I'll get these packed up for you, no problem. It'll only take me a minute, then we can get the delivery scheduled. Oh, and if you ever want to book a wushu dance, me and my crew are available in a heartbeat. The troupe's called the Mighty Mythical Beasts, and I'm the head. Not to brag or anything.
The head. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. The thing is, it's like, on one hand, I'm...
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette,
There we
I'd
go.
be happy to teach you.
Alright. That's enough. We're good now. Actually, I should probably get out of my teapot for this because I want to listen to his voice lines and things. I can't really do that if Farina's in the background chit-chatting. Go. Over here. The thing is, I wouldn't be so gung-ho on getting him since we're gonna get him for Lantern Rite if I hadn't really like pre-farmed for him, and I did because I expected to get him while I was rolling for Cloud Retainer, but also too my brother ended up getting Gangming. He got Xianyun and Gangming, and I'm kind of like, part of me is going, if I talk to him and he's like, hey, did you get your two characters? And I'm like, no, I didn't get Gangming. He's gonna be like, oh, I did, ha ha ha. Like, ugh, the jealousy. So, but now I have him. It took a while, but I do have one copy of him. And I think Noelle C6'd herself. Yeah, she did. So there you go. She was darn determined to C6 herself. Alright, where's... Oh, Barb's NC6 herself too. Look at that. I went in having them not C6'd, and now they are. I think we can level up Gangming a little bit, because that is just so neat.
Whoa, is this all for me? Dang, how much did this put you out? Aw, you shouldn't have.
Aw, he's a good guy.
Oh man, you're trusting me with a lot of power here. But I promise you, it's in good hands. I'm gonna ramp up my kung fu training and hustle hard. Watch me!
Yeah, it's okay. The thing is I had saved a lot of that, like, XP books and stuff for Xianyun, but since I'm gonna have to spend time collecting up the jade and fighting the boss for her, it's sort of like, by the time I get that stuff, I'll probably have enough experience books from events and things to cover both of her and Gangming, so. Oh, one of these. Okay, that's good right now. Grab these two. And we now have pity on this cute little critter. And we now have pity, so on the banner. So, which, if I had gotten a gold or a 5-star, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, because it would be like, okay, it's either going to be losing the 50-50 and now I have a guarantee, or I'll end up getting a C1 Xianyun, so I would be happy either way. It's just that if it turned gold and it was a lost 50-50, then that would mean I would be guaranteed, and that means I would have to completely stop and not roll again, because having a guaranteed is very precious, and you do not want to waste it. Yay! Alright, so I'm gonna go use these 2 blue ones. Yeah, I'm already planning on depending on what happens, hopefully Arcelinio will become playable, and I plan on getting her, and then probably waiting for Natland, maybe throwing a 10 pull here or there, but considering I have 204, and that will definitely be enough to cover Arcelinio, I'll probably do a situation where from now on, I'm just kind of saving until Natland. Unless a character comes out that I'm like, wow, I really like that one. I mean, Chiori looks cool, but with everything else going on, I'm not necessarily... she's kind of like been put in the wait for her rerun type of banner for me. Considering I want Arcelinio so much more. But my pity probably went back up to like 70 or something. It started off at like 64. I don't know if it's gonna record yet, because I think it usually takes an hour to update. Yeah, because it doesn't show Gangming here, so... Yeah, I think... What's my pity for? For this one. Let's see. Okay, so 50. Okay, so 51. Okay, so not super high, not super low either, but it's like the standard banner is definitely one of those banners where you kind of just chip away at it. Like when you get a blue fate and everything, you're like, okay, and then you roll on it, and then so on. Like I know tomorrow, we're going to have the shop reset because it's going to be the first, and so we will you can buy 5 blue fates from the shop and then use them, and so this one will have my pity go up to 56. So if I don't get a 5-star, but I'm gonna put Gangming on the team.
Ready to rumble.
him out. He's a cute little guy. Got his little fluffy ponytail. Yeah, I know people had seen like concept art for this guy, and people were all kind of like different opinions. They were like, which concept art do you like the most?
A pot
And
of
so
tea
on.
with a couple of nibbles, some seasonal greens, and a piping hot bowl of fresh kanji. That's a dope breakfast right there. The perfect way to start your day.
Yeah, the thing is too is I wanted him because he has a voice line for Baizu. He has one for Chi-Chi too. His mouth is doing the kind of little like little kitty 3
Whether
too.
it takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks, I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take him across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. He looks very warm and friendly. Ooh, look at the blue version. Yeah, I know when people saw that idol, they went, oh my gosh, they put so much love into this character. Like, this guy is like the Eugene. You know, the Eugene, where he is...
A pot of tea with a couple of nibbles, some seasonal greens.
Okay, hang on. He is like representing Chinese culture and everything, and so they really put in a lot of effort to make him look cool. Like, I know before he came out, people were kind of like, oh, okay, he's a 4-star character, but and then they saw his idols and they went, oh my gosh, I must have that guy. Because he's just so vibrant. It's kind of like with a little bit like with Yoimiya too. Like, Yoimiya basically exudes summer, and you want to have her just because, of that whole feeling and vibe she gives. So she's also kind of fun to play. People complain about her not being strong enough or whatever, but half the time I think those people who are complaining are doing more of a, oh gosh, if they didn't do 100,000 per tap, then they're worthless. And it's like, no, they're not. They are definitely not. But, so, yay! Oh, okay, let's see. We've been going for 3 hours and a half. And we covered a lot of stuff, a lot of ground. I think I will take a break for right now, but I'm planning on streaming tomorrow and maybe, I don't know about Friday. I might stream a little bit on Friday. It kind of depends. But then I will be streaming on Friday and Sunday and so on and so forth. So we're gonna kind of tick the boxes with the world quest. Maybe I'll do Cloud Retainer's story tomorrow. But there we go. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, and come back and see me again soon, okay? Okay. Switch over to my card. There we go. Have a great day. Thank you guys for coming, and see you again later. All right. Bye.